Hey guys, this is King Thomas William bringing you another Rome Total War online commentary battle. Today I'm making a little change in my army and I'm playing as Pontus. I've brought along 6 archers, gold, 6 bronze shield pikemen, also gold, 2 Cappadocian cavalry, I believe silver. I've also brought along 2 Pontic heavy cavalry, silver as well, and then this Pontic light cavalry, gold. My opponent today is Roberticus. You might recognize him as on YouTube. He also makes Rome Total War videos. He's playing as the Greek city-states. He's brought along 4 armored hoplites with gold upgrades. In the middle of his infantry body are 2 Spartans, gold as well. He's got 3 archers and then 2 Cretan archers. I believe his archers are gold and his Cretans are silver. Actually, I'm sorry, he has 1 more armored hoplite, so that's 5 armored hoplites. And then for his cavalry, he's brought along 5 militia cavalry with 3 upgrades. I'm not sure which ones he chose, but Roberticus is a nice guy. He's a good player on Rome Total War, and as you will see during this video, it was a really hard-fought battle. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just move my missile cavalry out on the wings. As you can see in the background, I'm moving my right flank and my left flank in movements to get harassing runs against his archers and try and draw out his militia cavalry. He's set most of his militia cavalry on his right flank to counter my Pontic heavy cavalry and light cavalry. On this side, he's only left 1 militia cavalry up against the heavy cavalry unit. So the archer duel has commenced. I was a bit worried because he had brought Cretan archers, but they weren't on loose formation. At first I just target this middle archer unit and I cut it down to size with 2 volleys. It's already halfway gone. And then I decided to target his Cretans because I recognize them as a larger threat than his regular archers. And they're also not in loose formation, so. Right here he brings in a quick strike on my archers. I bring up my Cappadocians a little bit too late. He manages to rout that archer unit. So as you can see, I'm moving my light cavalry in just to harass his archers. I've kind of detracted these 2 militia cavalry units, so I'm going to chase them with my light cavalry and heavy cavalry. That's going to be a useless pursuit until I finally catch them about like 2 minutes later. Those 2 units will play a key role in the upcoming infantry battle. So I'm doing the same on my right flank, his left. I'm just harassing his militia cavalry with my heavy cavalry. Once again, he catches my archers, except this time I catch his militia cavalry and rout it. So they're not going to come back. Alright, let's speed this up. I was definitely worried about the infantry fight because his armored hoplites and Spartans can easily overwhelm my bronze shields. Although they're probably better than like silver shield pikemen, like the Seleucids bring, but they're not as good as, let's say, royal pikemen or sacred bands. They kind of stink compared to those. So I'm engaging his center infantry. He's still got a couple of units of armored hoplites on the sides in protection of his flanks. I bring in a charge here with my Cappadocians to try and do some damage to this armored hoplite to free up my 2 pikeman units. Except he also brings in this another armored hoplite unit to try and stall my Cappadocians, but they get through, some of them. He brings in a strike with his militia cavalry. It really doesn't do anything. Militia cavalry isn't a good hammer and anvil type cavalry. So as you can see, those were my light cavalry routing. I tried to attack his archers, but he brought up an armored spearman unit. Right now he's doing a pretty good job of protecting his flanks and rear. So I finally rout this armored hoplite unit. He brings in another to reinforce that flank. And finally wipe out his archers with my Cappadocians. And then that leaves his right and center kind of open, because all of his reserves are mostly concentrated on his left, my right. So yeah, I pulled my Cappadocians out of there because he brought in one last armored hoplite unit as a reserve. I thankfully rout these Spartans in the center, so that was a huge blessing for me. So I've rolled up his right, my left, so now I'm going to press and encircle these armored hoplites. I recognize that these Spartans aren't routing, so I start to flame them with my archers. I'm trying to get hammer and anvil tactics on his men, but he's doing a good job protecting this armored hoplite unit. I attack anyways. They get caught on this armored hoplite unit. But they do their work and cause as much damage as possible. Even though they're rout, this Pontic heavy cavalry will come back and it will do wonders for me in the end of the battle. So right now our infantry is pretty much even. His Spartans and armored hoplites are holding up my flanking force on the left, and he's practically wiping out my right. So this is when I start to flame his Spartans, and they finally rout. He brings in a militia cavalry strike. Thankfully my routing pikemen kind of passed through them, so they charged into my routing pikes and killed most of them instead of my archers. I charge in all my archers against his militia cavalry. Sorry, that was my phone going off. And I rout that militia cavalry. So that was another blessing. Finally, I rout the Spartans in the center just in time, as his armored hoplites have routed my right. So once again, it's pretty even. I encircle this hoplite unit and rout it. So now we're just, as you can see, this heavy cavalry unit came back and it routed his hoplites, which won me the battle. So my all my units played an important part in this battle. My infantry held up against his armored hoplites and Spartans long enough for my cavalry and archers to weaken their morale and finally rout them. I deployed 1,477 men. I had 1,062 kills with 613 men remaining. Roberticus had 1,236 men deployed with 984 kills and 167 men remaining. Good game to Roberticus, and stay tuned for more campaign videos, online battles, and Dark Days of Rome tournament battles.